top stories. Government says rumors about new taxes are inaccurate and malicious. Police release autopsy results for Myron Jeffers, and plans for new traffic lights underway. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In your formative years, we were there. When you got the good news and the bad, we were right there with you. Through all your great adventures, we were always right by your side. Now that life has thrown us a curveball, we are still here. And as we navigate this difficult period, the SKCCU will continue to be there for you and your family to help you through. We will assist you in safely and efficiently accessing your funds through our digital platforms, online banking, mobile banking, ATMs, and even our drive-through services. We can get through this together with responsible financial decisions by making food and medication a priority, practicing proper hygiene, maintaining social distancing, and constant prayer.
We're here for you.
We're still here.
We will get through this together.
SKCCU will continue to be your financial partner for life.
Without limits, happy and free. The skin you're in with no apology. The one to seize the day. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. With LLB. Live, love, be. Live, love, be. Be who you know you can be. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. Angostura, lemon, lime, and bitters. Live, love, be.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. The Ministry of National Security says information being circulated on social media about new taxes is inaccurate and false. In a statement on Tuesday, Permanent Secretary Osmond Petty said the ministry is aware that certain proposals made by the ministry during the budget estimates process in preparation for the 2021 budget are being circulated in the public domain and are being misrepresented.
None of the proposals advanced by the ministry constitute any new taxes or any increase in taxes. The focus is on fees and charges for various services offered by the ministry to better align them with the cost of delivering such services to the general public.
Mr. Petty said all of the proposed fees and charges for various licenses and government permits are still before the Cabinet for determination. He said the charging of new fees by the police for processing renewal of firearms licenses was inadvertently implemented, as this too would require a submission to Cabinet for approval. Mr. Petty went on to condemn the spreading of misinformation regarding the proposed fees.
It is quite unfortunate, irresponsible and malicious for a discussion document that was presented to Cabinet as part of the budgetary process to be leaked to social media.
The ministry continues to urge the public to look to official government sources for accurate information. An autopsy was performed on the body of 61-year-old Myron Jeffers of Brick Hill, Nevis on Tuesday, January 5th, 2021, by resident pathologist Dr. Adrian Nunes. Dr. Nunes concluded that death was as a result of right intracerebral hemorrhage or bleeding in the brain due to hypertension or high blood pressure. According to a police report at about 10 a.m. on Sunday, the police responded to a report that a body was found on Herbert's Beach. Upon arrival, the motionless body of 61-year-old Myron Jeffers of Brick Hill was found lying on the ground close to his vehicle. The district medical officer visited the scene and pronounced him dead. And in other national news, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Post and Urban Development is continuing with Phase 2 installation of the traffic signal throughout St. Kitts. Synergy Engineering Limited, the contractor on this project, is expected to complete the project by the end of March 2021. The Public Works Department has identified 7 areas where these new traffic lights will be installed. One has been earmarked for the junction at Wellington Road and Dickerson Street near SL Hosford's gas station. Others will be placed at the intersection of College Street and Keon Street and the intersection of College Street and the Bay Road. Also, 4 areas along the Bay Road have been identified for traffic lights. These are the Port Zante West Roundabout, Port Zante East Roundabout, at the bottom of Sandown Road and the intersection in Bird Rock Road between Best Buy and Cash and Carry. According to a statement, this federally funded project is aligned with the department's mission to rebuild a resilient roadway infrastructure. The general public is encouraged to continue to exercise due care and attention when using the roads and also to refrain from vandalizing these equipment. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis is moving to strengthen the relationship between the Department of Labour and the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board in order to streamline programs to benefit workers. Prime Minister Dr. The Honourable Timothy Harris gave some insight into ways the government will be enhancing collaborative efforts in the coming weeks and months.
We expect a report to Cabinet shortly regarding the feasibility of setting up an e-platform for the Labour Department and Social Security to interface with each other on severance payments and related matters while observing and conforming with data privacy and data protection issues.
The government is also preparing to implement actuarial recommendations on the severance fund, long service gratuity and unemployment benefits. This comes after an additional $7 million was pumped into the severance fund to facilitate payments in 2021. Prime Minister Harris said that his administration remains committed to empowering workers across the Twin Island Federation.
This demonstrates our love and concern for workers. We will continue to protect our workers and ensure that their future is safe and secure. These are important labor values which further demonstrate our commitment that our workers are protected at all times.
Dr. Harris added that additional measures to increase worker empowerment will be implemented.
My government will extend duty-free concessions accorded to first-time home builders to the Teachers Union, the Labour Union, and any of our credit unions and banks which will undertake to build new offices or to make significant renovation of existing offices and engage in approved residential developments within the next 12 months.
This, along with the duty-free concessions to first-time homeowners over the next 12 months, is expected to spur further construction activity in the country. After the break, police need your help to find a person of interest, and officials from Counseling Unit are special guests on Working for You on Wednesday. Stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, National Bank presents Showtime! Only in December, National Bank is offering a loan 2 times your annual salary, up to $75,000 unsecured. You heard right, 2 times your annual salary, up to $75,000 unsecured. There's even an option to pay interest only until November 2021. Call your closest branch to make an appointment. Remember, it's Showtime at National. Terms and conditions apply. National Bank, always here.
Welcome back. The police need your help to find a person of interest. According to a police release on Tuesday, Troy Francis, also known as Mafish of Connery and Archeon, is being sought by police for questioning in relation to a number of serious offenses. He is also suspected to be armed and dangerous. Francis is being asked to present himself to the nearest police station. The police are asking anyone who sees him or knows of his whereabouts to contact the Bastille Police Station at 465-2241, the nearest police station, or the crime hotline at 707. Officials from the counseling unit within the Ministry of Social Development will be featured on radio and television program Working for You on Wednesday. The special guest will be Michelle Delacadre Blake, director of the counseling unit, and Alicia Collins and Jeremy Thomas, family counselors. The panel will discuss the ministry's Family Matters program, which is facilitated in the counseling unit, how families are encouraged to be a part of the program, and how the program differs from other interventions with at-risk youth will form part of the discussion, along with other related matters. Working for You is carried live every Wednesday on ZIZ Radio and participating radio stations. The program is also streamed live on the SKNIS Facebook page. St. Kitts and Nevis's diplomatic ally, the Republic of China Taiwan, rang in the new year with a historic twist on their annual fireworks show. The production at the Taipei 101 skyscraper used for the first time 3D effects utilizing the four walls of the building. According to Taipei's 101's chairman, the special effects provided onlookers with the same viewing experiences from all sides. The annual show, which is this year, was adopted the theme Love, involved music, light installations, fireworks, and the display of messages. A total of 16,000 fireworks were used during the 5-minute display, including red and white hat shapes, as a tribute to medical personnel around the world for their efforts to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. And finally, on the local scene, on Tuesday, Celebrate SKN presented the trophy and prizes to the winners of its Christmas decorating competition. Natasha Richen of Taylor's Housing Extension was adjudged the winner for the first annual Celebrate SKN Christmas decorating contest. The contest invited persons with the best creative decorated yard under house to participate in the contest, which ran from December 14th to 20th. Richen, whose display featured all aspects of Christmas, said it was a good feeling to have won the contest. She said decorating the house is something her family does annually.
It feels wonderful. First time I win anything, so it's wonderful feeling. We normally does decorate every year for about the past 15 years or so. So it's something that we enjoy, me and my mom and everybody, we enjoy doing it. So it's nice at Christmas.
Natasha, on behalf of
the first place
Celebrate
trophy and prize were presented by a member of Celebrate SKN, Karina Phillips Summersall, who congratulated her on her accomplishment.
Natasha, on behalf of Celebrate SKN, we want to congratulate you on winning the first ever Christmas decorating contest. Your Christmas decorations were definitely off the charts, and we just want to congratulate you and present you with this trophy as our first place winner, as well as a cash prize for your hard work.
In second place for the Celebrate SKN Christmas decorating contest was Vinetta Kelly Glassford of Molyneux. Nerissa Wilson of Atlas Village placed third, and Shauna Martin of Molyneux placed fourth. In fifth place was Chanel Bat of Cabbage Tree Project, Keon. The Celebrate SKN Christmas decorating contest was listed as an activity on the Sugar Mass 49 calendar of events. Coming up in regional news, Prime Minister Rowley extends condolences on the passing of Gordon Butch Stewart. The details when we come back. And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has extended condolences to the Jamaican people and the family of Gordon Butch Stewart, whom he described as a Caribbean man. More in this TTT News report.
His Facebook page, Dr. Rowley said the death of Gordon Butch Stewart leaves a great void throughout the Caribbean. The Prime Minister said he was pleased to have interacted with Mr. Stewart, and what was lasting about him was that he never saw leadership in the sense of power, but about helping others to become better persons. The CARICOM chair said Mr. Butch's legacy should be that he built an international brand by giving trust, encouragement and congratulations when required to others, helping them to find their own way in their lives and the world. Mr. Stewart, who was 79, died on Monday. His son Adam released a statement on Monday night confirming his father's death. He said that his dad chose to keep a very recent health diagnosis private and that the family respected that wish.
Coming up, New York Stock Exchange scraps plans to ban China's largest telecom firms from trading. We'll tell you more when we come back.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Welcome back. In a bizarre U-turn, the New York Stock Exchange is scrapping plans to ban China's largest 3 telecommunication companies from trading. It followed a Trump executive order barring American investments in Chinese firms owned or controlled by the military. The stock exchange said the change, of course, was decided after discussion with U.S. regulators. Al Jazeera's Katrina Yu reports.
An unexpected backflip by the New York Stock Exchange, reversing a decision to delist Chinese telecommunications companies China Mobile, China Telecom and China Unicom, just days after it was announced. The news sent shares in the 3 companies surging on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange on Tuesday, but analysts say any celebrations are likely to be short-lived.
In the longer term, I think the tendency or the situation will not change at all, because most of those Chinese companies, they're now listing in U.S., they will seek for a secondary listing opportunity, maybe in Hong Kong or maybe in Shanghai Starbucks, because those Chinese companies will face more and more pressure from the regulators.
The decision to delist followed the signing of an executive order by U.S. President Trump in November, banning Americans from investing in companies linked to China's military. The New York Stock Exchange says it made the decision after consulting U.S. regulators. Beijing has accused the Trump administration of politicizing trade and arbitrarily suppressing Chinese companies.
Some political forces in the United States have continuously suppressed foreign-listed companies for no reason, reflecting the uncertainty of their system. But its impact on Chinese companies is limited. We hope they can respect the rule of law and the markets.
The Chinese telecommunications companies say any U.S. trade ban would have little impact on daily operations. It's instead seen here as symbolic. Donald Trump has targeted a number of Chinese technology companies on grounds of national security. They're now waiting to see if the incoming Biden administration will take a less hostile approach to doing business with China.
But many believe trade disputes between Beijing and Washington are set to continue.
It's based upon, seeing China as an enemy to the US and as a threat to the US. Now, clearly, it is a competitor, without a question of a doubt. It's going to be soon the world's largest economy. It's growing very fast. It's recovered from the COVID-19 outbreak very well. And there are also human rights issues that not just America, but the whole world is going to be concerned about, and rightly so. But this may not be the best way of putting pressure on China.
And while the U-turn seems to be a lull in tensions between the two countries, it's certainly not the end of it. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.
Up next in sports, Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board President seeks approval for 50-over tournament. And Phoenix Suns' DeAndre Ayton falls short of double-double. Stay tuned.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Covering the crop. No, come in the ever like that. The coronavirus is bad. So there is one thing we can do. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands.
First up in sports, Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board President Azim Bassarath says government has not responded to its application for approval to host a 50-over tournament this month. More in this report.
The regional Super 50 starts in February, and Mr. Bassarath said the TTCB put in an application since December 10 to get the tournament started on January 13. He explained why the tournament is important to the national team players.
We knew that we wanted to have this tournament to prepare our national players, give them the best preparation to go into the Super 50 tournament. And we wanted to have this tournament where we'll have the cream of the crop playing against each other in a tournament format. We applied to the government since on the 10th of December, and as of today we have not gotten a response from them.
The 50-over tournament would have marked the start of the 2021 local cricket season, which now still remains in limbo. Mr. Bassarath is hoping that Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley will make an announcement about the tournament this weekend.
Fingers crossed, and we look forward to working with the ministry. We have also indicated to them that no crowds will be allowed during the course of the tournament. So hopefully on Saturday that we are going to get the approval so that we can start the tournament on the 13th of January.
Phoenix Suns player DeAndre Ayton finished with 24 points, 8 boards, 2 assists and 1 steal in 30 minutes of all of a 107 loss to the Clippers on Sunday. Ayton fell just short of recording his 4th double-double of the season while finishing second on his team in points. More in this report.
The Bahamian big man finished up with 24 points and 8 rebounds, but his Phoenix Suns would come up on the losing end 112-107 against the Los Angeles Clippers. The Suns trailed by more than 30 at one point, but came all the way back to get within a single point late in the ball game.
We didn't start the game off like how we normally do. We let them made us play, which is not us. And, you know, they were just taking it to us, you know, to make us want to play. And that's just, you know, was all bad. And, you know, it's us just coming back in, trying to bring it down before halftime down to 20 and just waking up saying, like, yo, come on now. We just got to keep cracking at the lead and keep chipping down and really answering back when we get punching them out. We got to answer back, rack up these points and get some stops. And we just kept our composure. We got into it a little bit, but, you know, that's just competing with so many alphas on the court. And, you know, CP and Book, you know, they held it down, spoke to the team, and, you know, they got us going a little bit when we started making runs. You know, we brought some momentum. Our defense kicked in, started protecting the paint more, and rebound really up too. So it was a good game coming down in the stretch, but I'm just a little disappointed how we started.
Now, this was just the second loss of the season for the Suns. DeAndre is calling it a learning experience.
It's hard to win games in the NBA, you know. Just coming together, knowing that, yo, you might have a good stretch of games where, you know, you're winning, but, you know, there's gonna be teams that are gonna punch you in the mouth, dude. And, you know, it's gonna hope that you don't fight back. And, you know, this league is all about competing and just getting back in the lab and on to the next one. So just Book and CP, just keeping us composed and just making sure we learn from this and knowing that this is not really a L, but this is a learning lesson, most definitely. So that's how we're going about things, and we're just ready for the next one.
And that's it for sports. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
To avoid getting the coronavirus, remember to wash your hands thoroughly and frequently before and after preparing food, after using the toilet or changing a diaper for a baby, sick person, or the elderly, after blowing your nose, and after leaving large gatherings or moving away from persons who appear ill. Encourage others to wash their hands and also use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer of 60 to 70% solution. Stay away from events having large gatherings of people. You can expose yourself to more possible infections in large groups. Also, avoid sharing cutlery, cups, glassware, etc. with others. Viruses can linger on these items and may be transferred this way. Avoid shaking and holding hands, and hugging or keeping an infected person in close proximity. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA.
And we're wrapping up with a recap of the top stories. Government says rumors about new taxes are inaccurate and malicious. Police release autopsy results for Myron Jeffers, and plans for new traffic lights underway. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kyla Berridge. Goodbye.